Hello everybody and welcome back to our F1 Legend series. I'm Neil Alexander, aka Mullock. I'll introduce our other commentators tonight. We've got Tom Riley and Ryan Green. How are we, gentlemen? I'm guessing am on push to talk so they can't hear me. G'day Tom and g'day Ryan. How are we, gents?
Evening Mel, evening chat. It's great to be here again.
I am delightful.
You are
first
delightful.
Week
I could have guessed that.
First
mate.
week. Well, this time last week, I was crawled up in bed under my covers, wishing I was somewhere else.
Oh, you just wanted us there with you, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's good to be back.
So Silverstone tonight, a little bit different. So we've got a super sprint round tonight. It's got 2 races of 13 laps, and that sounds like a new RPM glitch, which can get in the bin. Top 10 from the race 1 will be reversed for race 2. So wherever you finish below the top 10, you will start on race 2. Something a bit different, and I'm looking forward to it very much, gents.
Yeah, I certainly think that. Certainly think that reverse top 10 is going to be a real great thing to see. You know, it'll be a bit maybe a bit like a sprint qualifying at first race.
Well, we've seen how the reverse grid stuff. Sorry, Tom.
No, you go.
We've seen how the reverse grid stuff goes in ACC, so let's hope we can keep it unlike some of the rounds we've had with the reverse grid stuff. But it will be a good opportunity.
I can't wait. Watch everyone bin it. Maybe safety car in the small race.
I would say there is a high chance of a safety car.
Well, we've got 18 today. Last week we had 17. We had 4 DNFs last week. Will we see similar tonight for each of these races? I don't know. This track doesn't seem like it's easy to DNF at, but I would have said the same for Bahrain.
Look, I did some driving around last night, just while the boys are practicing, just race with them, and it's surprisingly easy to hit a wall. Yeah. Especially going through Maggots and Beckett's. If you lose a rear end, I mean, the speed the cars are going, you just, good luck.
Yeah,
I mean, you get on the brakes, but you just slide straight across the gravel, straight into a wall.
Maybe we'll see a replay of the Hamilton versus Verstappen incident from this year. I'd pay money to see that again. G'day chat, how are we, legends? The only thing I don't like about the series is the qualifying. Qualifying just kind of... I like the last 5 minutes when everyone's in that final flyer. When you see sectors drop and the track evolution. Such a big thing we don't really normally see in ACC. The track doesn't really change too much in ACC over the course of quali, whereas here it's massive.
Yeah, it doesn't really change unless it's rained, but these qualies go for an eternity. 18 minutes, it's plenty of time to make a cup of tea in that time, and then come back and say a few laps.
They get too long to do these laps, but
yes,
it is what it is.
Especially if the cars that go so quick.
Yeah, exactly. So, just on board time, press the right button. Also got to take into consideration is the starting line for the F1 series, or the GP track layout. Different starting line. Opposite side of the circuit.
Yeah, on that straight that we'll never talk about whose name it is.
Although Abbey and Cop's quite similar corners for turn ones, both fast right-handers, barely a lift, if any at all, in these cars. Can be hard to go side by side through there, that's for sure. Definitely want to be single pole. Won't most likely be the case, obviously, with a standing start. But they are quite similar turn ones, all things considered.
Lots of yellow flags. I'm assuming that's drivers slowing it up. Last week, pole position went to Muhammad Irfan. That was the very late lap he put in. Currently sitting 6th. And last round's race winner, Daniel Wong, is currently P2 in this qualifying session.
Yeah, Tom Malone still yet to set a lap. Did qualify near the front of the grid, was running in P1 and then unfortunately DNF. I'm not sure if it was out of P1 or P2, but he'll be looking for a bounce back round.
There you go.
He was
26.9.
Bang. Bang. Gets in there.
Dale Beveridge didn't race last week, but he's making his first appearance for the season tonight. He's in the Mac Daddy with Jason Hugh. Jason Hugh was one of the drivers at DNF last week, and I believe was our first DNF of the season. I'm not sure if anyone saw that back, but pretty much a car in front of him spun, ghosted, unghosted. He hit it. He the one that DNF'd to no one else. So it was a very unfortunate DNF last week for Jason.
Yeah, just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time, especially you expect a car just to ghost. They're pretty lenient with it these games, just the ghosting.
I don't want them to ghost, but when they randomly do then don't, that's when it kind of becomes an issue. It's just, it adds another element of trying to avoid incidents ahead. Otherwise sometimes you get no accountability for the drivers that have caused something. Do you ban racing line? No. It's a bit more of a laid-back series. You didn't really want to restrict too many. We've done that in the past, but does it really add anything? We're not playing for sheep station, so
No one
use
tells me
racing
wrong. It's just wrong half the time.
The racing
Like,
line?
Yeah, I was braking last night. Just two car lengths later than where it was telling me to, and still coming up short. So it's a guess, really. I guess it's a good guide, and a lot of people have been using racing lines since early F1 days. And it's a comfort thing.
Yep. If anything, though, the F1 racing line is a lot better than ACC. A 10-ton better than AMS2. I use AMS2 racing line because I don't know many of the track decks or randos. But you're braking at least 50 to 100 metres later than what it tells you to. Well, I am at least. I just use the racing line so I don't kill anyone else. No shame in it.
Mo, can we get a zing on for the lads in chat?
A zing on? What the hell's
Yeah.
that? What the hell's a zing on? Is this something from Star Wars or Star Trek?
No, it's a zinger box.
Don't make me hungry.
You a zinger fan?
I am a zinger fan.
Zing on, Mo.
Sorry that I'm not zinging on. Does it help you that it is 8 pizza pockets?
Oh, now I'm hungry.
So Irfan, last week's pole position winner, he's currently P2. He finished last week in P3 with a little penalty as he crossed the line second, but Jared Ellis, the reserve, stuck in there to P2. I'll give you a oh yeah. You guys have some fucking strange terminologies, and I love it.
Yeah, I've started it now.
Zach Smith, is your power back on? I think you need to zing something on. That's your fucking power, mate.
Did see before in chat, I thought he said that. Yeah, I saw before he said his power wasn't back on, unfortunately. Hopefully, you know, still another couple of hours away, but
Oh yeah.
we'd hate to see you not race that.
Hopefully Zach this time can get a quality lap in. Like, looking forward to taking more iced coffees off Jamie. I'm still waiting for that box from Jamie.
As Zach just had to go visit his friend Barry. Just check in on him. Good old Barry R.
I don't mind Barry R. But you might see some Barry R tonight. In the old Steve car.
Preach, you're Barry's friend as well, aren't you, mate?
Oh, everyone is, aren't they?
Preacher's what are you?
G'day, Leviathan. So a nice grid here tonight. We've got Tier 1 coming up after this. Nice solid lap so far here. So what, one car into the 26s. Eng was fastest originally. He has moved back up and now he's into third. 3/10 off P1. Great lap there.
This track's still got a bit of evolution to do. 7 minutes left. You know, 10th out. A few of these guys, I reckon we'll see quite a few in the 26s come final lap time.
I think I'm back. Is that better?
You are back.
G'day, mate.
There you go. My mic stopped working, but it's all good now. Yes, I am good friends with Barry. Certainly am.
We don't talk about that race.
No, that race is forever in the bin.
Just for reference, it was an endurance race between me and our commentator here, MG Preacher. Took a left hand out of Laguna Seca pit lane and then right hand into the wall. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was around 1 mile where I was in chat and you thought that I might have still been texting or writing in chat at the same time as sending it right to the wall. That was a painful night. I will say that much. Never driven the Porsche again after that.
Well,
Good old Porsche things. Brian Tan though, in the Honda. It's the old Red Bull Last week he was 7th in the race. He qualified 15th. One of my drivers of the day last week was Brian. Currently sitting 5th here. He's currently up on the first sector. Wishy Sanders in chat because says, let's go Momo. Got to be the one of the most followed drivers in OOR in the F1 series is Jihei Eng. Pretty sure I butchered the absolute shizen out of that name. But that is how you square off your tyres pretty quickly.
It's graceful. Found, yeah, just really hard to keep the rear of the car under control there if you're not running a high rear wing setting. I had to even lift on the way in. I mean, I'm not very good at F1 at all, but on a high wing setting I had to lift on the way in, even on quali tyres and quali lap.
Yeah, the thing is you don't want to lift too much. That's wide.
It is wide.
As soon as you lift too much, then your car's going to be in big trouble because you want that momentum. But he just was a little bit too aggressive on the turn in. Theodore Fan, he was one of our DNFs last week, finished 16th, qualified 8th, currently 8th. Good to see some consistency there from Theodore. That's wide. Someone, track limits. No, he's in the bits.
I think where are we going that fast into the pit lane in the race?
Yes, and on board with Declan Hollingshead. Now, Declan, I don't know if you'll want me to tell you this, but he's been on the can most of the last 24 hours with a very upset stomach. So hopefully he's got that bucket ready and he's going to have a good race tonight.
I did hear about that. It's good to see him out there.
He had food poisoning.
Food poisoning is, you don't know until you know, is all I can say.
Decker's pronounced Zelantos. It is Zaccardo, that is correct. But yeah, if you've had food poisoning before, you can definitely feel sorry for Declan. Not fun. Just cut a hole in the bottom of your seat or your chair and just put a bucket there and fully commit, I reckon. So he starts a hot lap.
It is quite a miserable experience, food poisoning.
Yeah, it can feel like you got gastro or some tummy virus, but nope, you've just eaten something you shouldn't have. You didn't cook the chicken. There's Irfan, who loves the late fastest lap. 126.6.
That's a statement and a half. That is rapid.
Tom Malone last week qualified 3rd, finished 14th, one of our DNFs, a final DNF. He's got to redeem himself today. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet on our Discord, we do have a Christmas fundraiser event. Shitloads of good prizes up for grabs. $10 a ticket, Australian dollars. So if you're in America or UK, it's cheap as chips. If you're in Zimbabwe, it's probably about $53 million a ticket.
Those first prizes, some nice prizes.
Yeah, not here to fuck spiders. Right. If you won, which one would you pick?
Well, not the DD, because I've just got mine.
There you go. So that's the big reason why we did the options.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are picking up the CSL DD of recent. Probably...
I love that you're hesitating.
God,
that's a good thing.
The pedals, I would say, yeah. I'd have to go with the pedals.
Yep.
Even though I got the V3s, I mean, I've got the rig, I've got the DD already. I mean, pedals is the last. Yeah, it is good the option though, because you know, a lot of the guys in here, they have the wheel, they have the rig, but is an upgrade for most people.
Exactly, because I didn't want to kind of say, for example, as you said, you picked up a DD recently. I didn't want to like just put that as the prize and then I picked up no real point me entering. I want everyone to have like a prize that they might be interested in. The Simrigs Max Exodus is fucking unreal rig. You obviously need to source a seat yourself and other bits and pieces, but they don't get much better with the aluminium frames. So that's an option for those of you who are still running on casters or a table.
One of our drivers, Connor Kingston, was racing in Tier 1 later. Races off a kitchen chair and white the wooden kitchen chair of that. It looks like the most uncomfortable chair I've seen.
Yeah, it's committed.
This man does 9 hours of Kailami in a kitchen chair.
Yeah, I genuinely do say that seat would be vibrating quite a fair bit whenever he's very excited. That did not come out the way I wanted it to, but anyway.
Oh, good, Greg.
Yeah, I like it. So Tom didn't improve. I think he invalidated. He's going to start on the front row though, unless Jason put a decent lap in here.
I do believe that is an improvement from Jason. I didn't remember seeing a 27 flat before.
And also, actually, I take that back. Tom improved. Oh my goodness, 20 thousandths off P1. That is close. As Jason's pitted, obviously. Can't find any more hot laps. Theodore qualified 8th last week. I think he's going to qualify 8th again. At least everyone got a time in. So 28.8 at the bottom there for Muhammad Hamam. Don't know how to say it.
I think you nailed it.
Thanks.
Maybe.
I'll take it.
We'll just pretend.
We'll pretend. Theodore, can he improve on his time? That is a fence.
That is certainly one of the ways to take the corner.
Bang moves up a position, I'm not sure. Don't think so. Oh, 27.093. His fastest lap was a 27.092. Consistent boy or a visual glitch?
I'm not even sure. I don't know. That's very close. 1,000.
1,000. So if you're on track now, everyone's crossed the line, so you can retire. Just need Hamam to retire, and we are done for qualifying.
What is only feet? Christoph, that would be OnlyFans for feet. And Mull has an account. He's not sharing it.
Yeah, that one's in the the dark recesses of my soul. That. All right, so let's look at qualifying. Muhammad Irfan picks up the qualifying pole position. Beats himself. Actually, I'll take that back. He's got back-to-back poles. This one a little bit tighter than last week. Only just. We've got Tom Malone, Jason Q, Eng, Tan, Suleiman, Wong, Hollingshead, Pham, and Sia in the top 10. We'll scroll down, and that's all you got to see for that little bit there. Unlucky.
Hope you were reading fast.
Hope you read very fast.
Just quietly, these Irfan and Malone, looks like 2 weeks in a row now. They've been right up near each other. It's looking like a good battle that could be brewing for the season.
For sure. For sure. Sign of things to come, definitely. What I'll do is go to this screen and show you this. This is our Christmas fundraiser event. So they're $10 a ticket. Yeah, first prize, you have 3 options if you win, which you would like. So you might want to go to the rig, you might want to get a wheel, or you might want to get some pedals. Second prize is Logitech G923, which is a wheel and pedals. And third prize is the Next Level Racing wheel stand light, which we've given away a couple in the past. And the great little thing, very handy, beat a desk and wheel desk stand any day of the week.
That's the wheel stand light is actually what I started on. That's what I picked up. I managed to get picked it up from on Facebook Marketplace. Picked up the wheel, pedals, and that, and it was great. The only way I could get it to work though was I used some elastic straps, like the ones you use camping and stuff, and strapped my chair around the center pole, and the pedals and the chair did not move.
When it works, it works.
Yeah, yeah. If I had to choose, I'd probably go the rig out of those top three.
Yeah.
I can't use the pedals, and I wouldn't trust myself to use the wheel on the rig I've got currently. So probably the rig upgrade first of all.
Nice. Zach's saying the pedals load cell. If the Husky sprints, probably the bang for your buck for pedals, they're probably the best you can get, in my opinion.
Not is it HDD or HPP? HPP pedals, Lawrenson's pedals. Those looking grim.
They are looking grim. Mind you, he also had clutch issue. I think it's time to upgrade or just be a little bit gentler in your gear there, Mr. Lawrenson. Avids is saying any races on a white fold-out camping chair. Need photos to prove that, champion. All right, not far away. 2 races tonight. I would love to see what the gap in between the races takes time-wise. Because last week we had about 15 minutes up our sleeve. So it could work out nicely. I'm really looking for... Is it next week we've got Imola? I think Imola's not far away.
I will have to check the calendar.
I'm going to check it right now. Who's going to win? All right, done.
It's not me.
Next week we have Imola. So we're off to Italy next week. And we stay there for 2 weeks. So we've got Monza straight after that. Italy World Tour coming at you.
Imola should be good. I've seen a few races in Imola, and it looks. I mean, like ACC, it looks pretty fun to race at, and it's just such a good circuit. Like you drive around on your own for hours.
Yep, for sure. I love the circuit. If you want more info, just send me a message. I run Husky Ultis, and just have not been anything other than super aroused every time I use them. Maybe that's because I'm just racing against Ryan Green. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, the pedals must have some type of... I don't even have a wheel. TBA. Well, perfect name for that. To be announced. Get in the Christmas fundraiser. Get yourself a wheel.
Got to be in it to win it.
Gets himself first wheel as a CSL DD. I know someone who's done that.
I know a lot of people. Mate, when COVID kicked off, you see all these... the rich IRL racers that are just jumping in there with their 50k setup straight off the bat.
Yeah.
It's like sad reacts only. Alright, so they've been given 2 minutes allowed to change your setup for the race, and I'm pretty sure we've exceeded that. So everyone's being disqualified and $50,000 fine, which I think's fair, to be honest.
Just more towards the front rower.
I've been informed the kitchen chair was mentioned. It was mentioned. The official F1 esports pedals, the CSL Elite Load Cell add-on. An add-on is just... Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me at all. Because it's Fanatec, right? Up the kitchen chair. Maybe we put that as a 4th prize. Kitchen chair setup.
Connor Kingston's kitchen chair. It's a priceless artifact.
Also tonight, if you're a patron, we are going to draw a random prize draw for a set of Sparko racing gloves. So keep an eye out for that. And we might even draw Cam Farmers OnlyFans. Can we hurry the fuck up? Excuse my French, but this is taking a little bit longer than it should. Unless we've been coded. This is my rig for life. I will X to doubt that, Kojak. That should be option 4. Sorry, mate.
The only other option he's got is I think he's got a play seat challenge, one of those camping chair play seats. That's the only other option he's got.
I wouldn't even take that camping.
Exactly.
I'd rather just sit on the ground.
Yeah, mine rig's one of those FGT lights, so it's effectively a camping chair.
Diabol's just start on time. Don't worry about the qualifying, because it's mainly the last 5 minutes of qualifying that I actually care about, or anyone cares about, I think. And it's fine to just bleed over to it. They are taking their time. I might just check my Discord in case they're getting 8 messages. It's broken and...
It's broken. It's broken.
I'm like...
Can't be as bad as Donington.
Here we go.
We get the timer. We're on.
All right. Hold on to your hats or your fold-out lawn chairs. You have to win the giveaway so you can send a picture of your desk mounted DD. That is very true. I look forward to that. All right, here we go. Race is about to start. Wait for the green lights. Hopefully we get a great start here for race 1. And we're away. And look, it's predicted pit stop strategy. Why do you keep showing that? Because no one actually cares. All right, fingers crossed. We get through here relatively unscathed. There's a Ferrari off. Well off, 2 off. Bang. Horrible start there for, looks like Alfa Romeo and a Ferrari. Steve and Norfell, they're back on track. They haven't DNF'd, which is also...
Now 3 wide.
Great run here for Brian. It's going to be hot and heavy early on here for lap 1. Great start by the front 2. And then you've got Eng's got an absolute train. The pressure. I'm not sure what I think about these Codemasters broadcast cameras because they don't really show too much. But that is a swarm of cars. Let's go on board with Jason. Daniel very wide there. Inside there, Suleiman. Oh, not through here, ladies and gents. This guy's had bigger balls than me. So far, so good. Can't hang us straight. 3 wide, 2 wide. Sort it out, gents. Don't be that person. I think my voice is coming up with their game chat. So, g'day everyone. No, it shouldn't be though. I'm not even on that PC. Sort yourselves out. Looks like we've got a 3-car pile-up. It is a virtual safety car. What has happened here? Absolute scenes. We've got pit stops galore. That was messy.
Did I just see hard onto softs for that Williams? I think I did.
Yes. It is only a short race. Maybe it's doable. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe he put the wrong tyres on to start, given he's just hoping for a safety car as he catch back up.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Diabolls. For those who crashed at the start, they got the box, get their mandatory stop out of the way while under virtual safety car. That could be a big W.
Oh, there's a round. That is Mohammed Irfan, our race leader. Done the spinny spin. Oh no. Last week, qualified first, finished in the top 3, but this race, ooh, he's up against it now. So Tom Malone leads the way in the Mercedes. I'll check the Discord link shortly. I didn't really see what happened there because we don't have replays in this game because 2021.
Welcome to the future. We don't have replays.
So I do like that call to pit under virtual safety car. You will gain a little bit of time. It just depends how far back you were prior to that with the spin.
The only thing you're hoping now is there's not an actual safety car.
Yeah. Well, that's still risky, always run. Thank you very much, Mr. Farmer. So Ethan saw the win last week, was 13th. Currently in the top 10. This position right now, if he finishes here, he'll start P1 for race 2. So it's not all over if you are down and out in that bottom 8. That's correct, Leviathan. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Much love to you all. DRS is activated now. It is lap 3. The clouds look very ominous. Do we think we'll see some rain today?
I hope so. With the park firmware rules, that could be interesting.
It's close. So Ang moves up to P2. They're going to seesaw for a little bit now. The DRS is activated. Down back here, Brian Tan. Jesse Hugh, who looked pretty good last week. He's in that battle for the top 5. Until that unfortunate DNF. Sitting pretty in P4. Oh, Haman, 5 seconds spinning in the pits. Ouch. And Irfan out of the pits on fresh tyres, 28.9. Was it actually? I don't take that back. I think he hasn't pitted.
No, Irfan didn't pit. I think he just spun at the
oh, yeah, there we go.
Cops on the lap straight after the virtual safety car.
So you can see what compounds everyone's running.
I believe it was the other Alfa Romeo of Hermar that pitted.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
It looks like he's gone onto the hards.
Hards is interesting. Maybe started on the mediums. It doesn't feel confident enough in the softs. Because obviously you need to change tyres to a different type, different compound. Very shallow line there by Jace.
Is the wear accelerated for 25% racing?
I don't think so. Look, it might be, like just naturally with the game, but we haven't set it to that. So whatever 25% is.
I think it's only X2 wear, so it was like it's a 50% race. Same wear as that.
This is close. To the outside. We might get it done. Great. No, backs out. I don't mind that either. Jason's going to be compromised through here. Defends nicely. So twice we've seen these two switch around. Jason's not too far off the back of Wong here, so maybe a 4-car. Oh, that looks like a McLaren? No. Where was that yellow?
It just looks like a spin at the loop. Nothing much. I think it was a Haas. But don't quote me on that.
Oh, I will. And just like that, because these two ahead have been battling, Jason and Brian are within DRS range of these two, so they were. Don't quote me there either. Because it's cool.
All the while, Malone's pulled out a 2-second gap in the lead. Looks like to be cursed it, but walking away with it at this stage.
G'day Moritz, and g'day Christoph before, my European legends. Oh, side by side. This is a hunky-dory battle. I love this. Oh, a little bit of wheel banging there. Got to leave the space, both gentlemen. But they fight on as Malone, the leader, has pitted. As is Jason. As Irfan goes fastest again. Tom, Jason, they've gone to mediums as you expect. Started on the softs. P10, Ethan has pitted as well. I reckon. Oh, this is going to be murder. Oh, it's coming. Look, haven't seen a DNF yet, but this racing is extremely tight. Irfan must be fuming. I didn't see what happened. If it was self-inflicted, you can be as angry as you want, but it doesn't change anything.
Meanwhile, Tan's just minding his own business and picked up a free position from the squabbles ahead.
That's all he has. Interestingly, Gerald Chu is P10, has pitted. He was one of the guys that pitted under the virtual safety car, so he's split Malone and Hugh. That's a good stint, but those tyres are going to feel, I would guess, quite rubbish at the end of this race. as a leader's pit. So let's go and have a look at Gerald. Last week he finished 10th. This sprint race in Bahrain. G'day, pass. Irfan stayed out there a bit later, so is Wong. Sullivan. How long is the pit stop here? I think it's 23 seconds.
Sounds about right. I would say
it's a slower pit delta here than normal because of the little cut you make through the corners, so that will slow the. Otherwise, you get an advantage through the pits. I'm fairly sure. 10 has come out behind Jason and only just. They're side by side. What? This is after their pit stop. They're both in the same lap. You don't want to drift too wide and wheel bang. Only allow one mistake in these F1 cars, then your race is over. Oh, what a battle we are seeing. If we're seeing this now, I can just imagine reverse grid race.
If we're seeing this now, just imagine the Tier 1 reverse grid race.
Touche. So Wong is now in the pits, as is Irfan.
Yeah, with the 6-lap-old softs, tie X2 where it's more like 12 laps old, do start to feel the drop off. They got a bit of life left in them, but no point staying out on tyres when you got to get the stop done anyway, so you might as well jump on those fresh mediums.
Exactly. Keep an eye out on Tom. He's going to pass those in the pits right now, as we expected. And that gaggle of cars for second are all going to go through. So this is going to be a massive fight for that P10 spot. With some very pacey drivers. Declan, P10. So Irfan has come out in that top 10, and so has Wong.
Irfan must have just been happy with the space he had there. Smashed out some good laps, picked up some easy positions.
Very impressed with the quality of racing. Very clean. The thing I liked about this game is obviously you can DNF. It's quite easy to smash your wing off or a wheel. So you really, that accountability that you need is automatically there. Obviously these guys have been putting in the practice as they go through Maggots and Beckett's. My favourite corner set, pretty much in all of racing. Do you guys have a favourite corner in sim racing or motorsport?
I quite like Sunset.
Yep.
Pailami.
Pailami, yep. Sweeping right-hander.
I can't say I've got a particular favourite.
Barrier.
Yeah, Barrier. I think if you can get at Bathurst, if you are flat through from Reed Park all the way through until Skyline, that is so satisfying, especially in ACC. You're on, you don't want to turn the wheel too hard, so you're just grabbing it with fingertips, just get the car in, and you just puck it up the whole time. You get one of those walls, the race is done.
Forest Elbow separates the Brave. That's a good one there, Gorilla. It's one of those corners as well where you do need full commitment. It takes a lot of skill through there as Jason goes to the inside here of Brian Tan. He gets the move done. Tan a little wide. Swimming pool at Monaco, that's an interesting one. I've seen a lot of DNFs there.
Who just caught Brian napping there, I think.
I think Brian went a little bit deep because he's right up close to Chew. It's a great opportunistic move.
A little bit of a window is all he needed.
Yeah.
Kept it nice and tight, and there's not really much you can do.
Shut up, Zach Smith. Let's look at top 10. At the moment, Declan is 10th, but Dale Beveridge has a 3-second penalty, which will drop him down to 10th. So the top 10 pretty much set in stone barring an incident, because there's a big gap between 10th and 11th of 7 seconds. But you never know. Mohammed Irfan, 28-1 on mediums. Man is flying.
Yeah, we've seen Mohammed had the pace this round and last round as well. Just been unlucky with the race. Just can't seem to get a handle of it, keeping it going in a straight line. Seems to be losing out quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, look at the leaderboard. So, but after Eng, we've got Hugh, Chu, Wong, Tan, who switched around then. Irfan is now within DRS. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars battling it out for a podium.
Oh, this is a great gaggle.
So who's your money on to finish third? I'm going to say... Oh, I'm going to say Wong.
I'm going to be boring and say who. I reckon he holds on.
Who?
Jason. Who? Yeah, funny guy.
God, got him! Oh, jeez, I'm immature.
It's the Velcro all over again.
That Velcro, what? That was amazing. That really rolled you guys up, and then it clicked. Head to the website, Gamer is Live. Click on register. Gerald just got a bit squirrely, and it's done a superb. That's around the outside, and I think he backed off there. That is very good heads up driving there by Irfan. A lot of drivers would have just kept going around the outside to gain that position, and he was kind of avoiding. So I have to say, gentlemanly. Yeah, head to the website, click on register, and just fill in that form, and we'll get you verified as soon as we finish this broadcast tonight. Wong on the inside of Tan, move up to 4th. Can he hold on? Oh, Tan's going to push him to the limit. And around. Yeah,
These two are really going for it.
We sure did, Hamster. Side by side as they go down the magazine. Becker's did they just collide?
I think they might have touched wheels, that's for sure.
Irfan must have puckered up. I just did. I'm not even in the car.
Looks like Irfan considered going 3 wide into maggots, but well, I'm glad he wasn't on the outside. That's some DRS base sadness right there.
Oh no!
Long round.
I wonder if that was contact on the front axle.
I don't know, but that was my pick for third. Kirsten.
There it is.
Things.
Well, he might be holding on here, maybe, to
10th. So, if anything, maybe
it's a win.
It's a win. You're not first, you're last. In not this case.
I think a valiant effort by Chu, though, to still be holding on to P6 after stopping on lap 1 for the end of lap 1 for softs.
Irfan, who had a spin in the first portion of this race, staring down the barrel of a potential podium. We're on the penultimate lap.
Yeah. Brian just keeps it nice and close to Jason in front. Just needs to keep in that DRS range. He might be able to hold on. As soon as he loses DRS, he's going to be a sitting duck.
We'll wait with bated breath. So he's going to have a good run here. Tan does have DRS as well, which does help him. And Jason, oh, how's he going to defend these two cars for another 1.5 laps? Or 1 and a bit laps? Good fun? No. He decides against it. Good call. Not a good spot to send it. So can Jason, as we start the final lap, hang on to P3 and pick up his first podium for the season. Oh, Irfan a little bit wide. Jason's going to need top tier defending skills here to hold off 2 rapid boys with DRS.
He is well and fully under the pump.
He's going to have to use all the juice here.
All the juice. Go, Jason, use all the juice. What if he's at the zinger box? Muhammad's been disqualified, and Irfan comes through to P3. Jason, Hugh and Tan just make a tiny little bit of contact, and Irfan says, thanks, gentlemen. I'll take that podium back.
The absolute scenes heading into Brooklands.
Absolute scenes.
Just sitting there, bided his time.
If anyone wants to know the best way to drive, Irfan's last 3 laps of being patient and not forcing the issue is what's got him to P3. I know it's easy to, well actually, Dale Beveridge has come from the clouds. He's only at 6 cents back, but he does have a penalty. But our race leader and race winner, pending an absolute disaster this last couple of corners, Tom Malone. Didn't finish last week's race. Will pick up his first win here for the season. So well done, Tom. And his first podium for the season as well. He'll finish second. And Irfan, what a recovery and fastest lap on the final lap of the race. Hugh, Tan, Chu, Beveridge saw the win. Hollingshead, Wong gets past him due to a penalty. Hollingshead and Wong will start on the front row for next race.
That was a good 13 laps.
Oh, side by side to the line. Oh,
that was
Larry
close.
just
That was epic. The Delta's all screwed up though, so it'll tell us after the finish what the hell's going on there. I don't know what happened to Hammam, but he's been disqualified.
A failure to use both sets or 2 different compounds.
Oh, really?
Yep, as he started the final lap.
That's fair. You've got to change to either softs and mediums, or mediums and hards, or soft and hards.
Theodore Pham seems to... Did he stop on the very last lap? Because he's only just coming up the hanger straight now.
Oops.
So I wonder if he's...
We did see him loop it down at Stowe. Maybe just had another spin with the overheated tyres. These hot tyres are quite treacherous, especially after a spin.
Oh, there we go. Race 1 in the bag, and it was hot and heavy. It's driver of the day, Dale Beveridge, picking up the chocolates there. All right, let's look at the results. Tom Malone P1, Eng P2, Irfan P3, and fastest lap of the race with a 28.060. Hugh, Tan, Chu, Beveridge saw the win, Wong and Hollingshead. So those 10 there will be reversed for race 2. And then Solomon, Lim, Martis, Sia, Nerman, Barry, Pham and Hammam will start in those positions for race 2 as well. Whew. If that's the sign of things to come.
I think I know what happened to Theodore Pham, by the way. He's just said in chat that he used all compounds in the race.
Ouch. 2 stops will definitely do it. Beveridge started 17th. He gained 10, so that's a great race. And Pham's had 3 stops. That hurts, doesn't it?
Had to complete the challenge.
Not an ideal strat, but definitely will pick up an achievement for it. Alright, so our race lobby host will restart this lobby, and we'll get it all set, and then we'll be back for race 2 shortly. Grab a drink, gentlemen.
I shall do just that.
We'll be back in a sec. Alrighty. We're back. We're waiting for this grid to sort itself out. There's no qualifying. Straight back into the race. Are you guys there?
We are here.
Are you fueled up?
You
We
just
are
scared,
fired up.
Oh.
You just scared the shit out of me.
Good. That was my job.
Oh my god. Just jumped out of my skin.
My work here is done. I've got another iced coffee, so we're all good here. Alright, so reverse grid has been set. It looks like it's not going to rain. I don't know how quickly things change in this game anymore. So we're in the poll. 63% of you think there's going to be rain during this race too. 63% of you be wrong, I reckon.
We were just trying to wish it into existence. I was one of the betters.
I just noticed something. That's funny. Hopefully this time they'll be a bit quicker with their setups. Big X'd out. Thomas, how many DNFs do you think we'll see race 2? Just one number. Just give me a number. 0, 1, 6, 12.
3.
3. And Ryan, do you think we'll see a safety car?
I don't think we'll see a safety car because I don't think we'll see a DNF.
Ooh, you guys should fight.
Done.
Well, hopefully tier 3 is an absolute disaster for Jamie, and it's a bit of an outlier. So I'm going to have a bet with him that there's not going to be any DNFs. Get some more of that milk. Nice to see the crowd up and about. Get a few hoodies. I wish you could like have a free cam. It'd be so good on this game. But nope.
I always thought this game felt very vibrant compared to other racing sims.
It is, except it's just the console ports. So you're very limited to what you can actually manually look at, which is a bit of a waste really, because it's, as you said, it's very vibrant. It's got a lot going on.
Just a lot. Just feels like the colours are, you know, the yellows are more yellow and the greens more greens compared to other sims.
I'd agree with that. If you look at the grass looks bang on.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they bring out a next-gen version, or is that rumoured for later on this year for a next-gen update?
Oh, I reckon PC would be on a slightly different build of the consoles. This is on a 3090, so this is a max on a 3090. This is as good as it gets, I'm guessing. Which is not bad at all. Like, I really like it.
No, that's...
I just want free cam. That's all I ask. Just give me a drone.
Well, if it's Cody's, it'll probably just have holes outside of the outside of what's visible on broadcast cams.
Yeah, that's very true. Waiting for players.
Don't wait, just start. Ready or not?
Ready or not, let's just go without them. Safety car's ready. Here we go. 26-second countdown. Would you, one of you two, like to call the start?
Go on, Tom.
Nah, you go, Granny. You've only got the one race. You've only got the 2 races tonight. You call this one. Go
I
on.
can go if you guys want. If you want to see curses, I'm happy to do it.
No, I'll give it to Granny.
Alright. I'm always thrown under the bus.
I'm here if you need me. I'll hold your hand.
Oh.
Alrighty, here we go.
Here we go. 4 lights, 5 lights. Pause screen. No lights and we're off.
And no sound and we're off. That's a great start.
It's like a good start for most.
You just have to call it, and you have to make the engine noises, Thomas. Someone do a safety car, please.
Oh my...
Did you? Oh my god.
What was that?
Oh, there's absolute car park in the back here. Absolute car park. There's bits and bobs absolutely everywhere. Hopefully we see a safety car so I can sort out what the hell's going on with this sound. There's a yellow flag, no virtual, no full. There we go, we're back in racing. I don't know why the game does that, Codemasters things. That was strange.
You don't have to hear my
was
shitty engine sounds.
You sound like you farted too much.
Oh my god.
I don't know what car you've been listening to, but it's not helping.
Oh no.
We'll have to get a Red Bull can and do that, say things on that video, what that guy did. Bring back the V12s.
Bring back the V12s.
I'm gonna have to go back and clip that later.
Hang. P2 last race is all the way at the back. Wall and Declan fighting hard here. It says they've got 19, but I don't think that 19th car made the grid. Unless the timing sheet's on the fritz. We've got an early pitter. Gerald Shoes pulled the pin early. Going back after his last race strat.
Yeah, lap 1 box is a viable strat. The mediums will last the whole race if it's such a short race. When not really lose a lot of pace, so if you think you can get in there and get some free air, but it looks like a lot of them had the same idea, so it was interesting to see how well that's going to work out.
Yeah. Wonder how many of them had some damage, maybe just was missing an end plate. So there were quite a few cars there, I think, that were caught up in that loop. Yeah, and I think I think Murdoch might actually be in the race, because there are 2 Hasses driving around, although he might maybe decing.
Yeah, it says he's a lap down, and I did notice 2 white dots on the mini map, and he was driving around, but it just must have been a bug where one of the timing gauges just hasn't detected his car. It's a bit unfortunate, but I'm sure we can remedy that post race for him. He just keeps racing as is.
Oh, I think it'll be too hard to kind of factor it in. Especially if the car comes together with something else. We'll play by ear, but at the moment Tom Malone's up 4, so is Lim. Sia is up 5. So they're the biggest gainers so far, as Declan goes P1 on the timing sheet.
Wong up into first place as well. Did see Deckers had the lead to start the race, but
I think the timing sheet needs a safety car, because that's the interesting intervals. What we'll do is we won't even look at the timing sheet.
do it the old-fashioned way.
Yep. So Wong, who got a win last week at Bahrain, leads race 2 here. He did finish 10th last race. Hasn't pulled away just yet. I'd imagine if he gets out of DRS range, he will probably scoot off a little bit.
Although we do have the heavy hitters of Tom Malone and Mohammed Irfan just running through the midfield right now. Both having to 6th and 7th respectively.
Sure, Dale Beveridge is no slouch. I reckon if this man really applied himself and just went hammer and tongs, he'd be tier 1. He just, maybe it's a timing thing with his practice, a confidence thing. Wong, Tan, go bang bang, fastest laps. 29 flat. Intervals fixed, I think. Travis Murdoch's even been fixed too. See where he is. We got there in the end. So that's good to see.
Is it fixed? Or is it just because Travis Murdoch might be a lap down that's that way?
Possibly. But at least it's showing an actual delta this time. So he's 7 seconds back from, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Who
hard
would
to
know?
know.
Focus on what is real.
Codemasters gonna Codemasters.
Ball still in DRS window. Brian Tan, who's absolutely flying at the moment. As Brian is up 4 positions, has the fastest lap of the race, and he's not here to put shoes on calipers as Malone and Beveridge are going in neck and neck. Irfan looks around the outside. There's no space there for the move. They're going to go into the pits really late. That's 100% spinning in the pit lane. Dale Beveridge. Oh no. He was flying in there.
Probably a late call. It was probably matched whatever Irfan did. It's gone bad to worse for him.
I think that was a great call there by Irfan to dip in.
Yeah.
Just try to get some free air. He was quite clearly, you know, we've seen his pace and we can see what he can do if he got caught up another lap.
The issue is, I think,
Losing out.
2 others pitted, so he's going to possibly be behind those guys. Yeah, he's still going to have traffic. It was a great idea to pit, except the other guys had a great idea to pit. So hopefully you can get through there pretty quickly, get an undercut done.
We'll see how that plays out for Tom, who's got 2 seconds of free air ahead of him now, so a bit of room to work with ahead.
Yeah, Tom's in a good spot right now. He's up 6, so there's the pit, but as you said, got the space in front. And these 3 are going to be battling. Ethan's right there as well. It shows you how strong this slipstream and DRS is here at Silverstone. Gets the move done.
It is very, very strong here, we've been seeing.
Got the move done, and it says, well, fair enough, you can have P1. I'm going to go pit and cover off those that have pitted. That's a good decision there by Wong. Malone's also going to do the same. So yeah, I don't mind that. He might have had the space ahead, but he's still got to cover off that undercut. And what tyres have everyone rolling with?
Medium's close the way through for those who've stopped. Chu's gone his soft tyre strategy again.
He has.
So's the mum.
So last race, Chu started on the mediums, went to softs very early. It worked out quite well for him.
Interesting to see where Tom Malone comes out here. Yeah, stay in front of the
softs. Tom must. Holy smokes! Was that a drift?
Dale's stop.
Malone's out behind Irfan.
Side with Irfan.
Well, Tom's got the softs, so he must have started on the mediums, big fella.
Well, that's the undercut working for Irfan and Dale Beveridge.
Yep.
Don't think it's worked for Aang, who had to pit lap 1. Still 2.5 seconds behind this lot. Also on the softs.
Tom's in a good spot though. He's got the softs on.
Yeah, he's going to want to be making his moves now before these tyres drop off and these mediums got more life in them. And only big maths, 7 laps that are, you know, 7 laps on these, more like, you know, the 14 laps with the X2, so.
Irfan gets a great run out of Chapel there. On the hanger straight. Gains a lot of time.
Beveridge inside of Declan. And now Irfan's going to have a look. Oh, they nearly touch. And a swarm of cars are in the pits right now. Where are they going to come out? There's a couple of little battle packs. Here they come. All the cars ahead will come through ahead as there's the yellow flag. Somewhere. I didn't see where. Did anyone else see that?
I did see that.
I saw it.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. What a train that we've built upon here. Dale Beveridge leads this race from Ethan Saw the win. That is a great stint by those two. They've actually covered off the undercuts. Declan P4, Wong P5, make that P4, 6 as Irfan goes past. Nope, they're side by side. Holy smokes, this is not going to end well for someone. I don't know how no one's DNF so far today. This is insane. Absolutely insane.
Tom Malone's just sitting in the back here, just watching all this go on. Try and poach, try and get on the chaos. Beveridge gets another penalty. He's bet in the pits and now gets the track cut penalty. Sam gets one as well.
Yeah, the thing here for Tom is he's in a DRS training, which sort of nullifies the tyre advantage he's got at the moment. Well, that's Tom's...
We've got to watch what happens. Yeah, we've got to watch what happens here with the tan too.
It could be a safety car. Sector 3. Oh, Tom Malone's around. Tom Malone's around. Tom Malone's in the pits. Tom Malone's done. Oh no, I don't know what's happened there, but it's not good things. As the timing sheet shifts itself again. Pardon my French. So we go with... Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, perfect. So it's obviously the game.
I think Brian Tan's held on to P1.
Take a bow, Brian Tan.
Yep.
Went long, is now on the mediums, on the fresh to mediums.
And Jason Hughes around. The Ferrari's taken evasive action and he's turned into an Alpine. Huge contact there. Oh, that's one for the stewards later on. But there's going to be a virtual safety car at lap 8 of this race. Whew, spicy. Intervals are still cut though.
You know who that doesn't help? That doesn't help Tom Malone. He's just come out of the pits as soon as the virtual safety car has been deployed.
I think Tom's in a big amount of trouble. Tom's going to want a safety car for real. Jeez, they're flying here. I'll bet you someone picks a penalty up for speeding under safety. No, I am absolutely bewildered. Oh, well, we'll resume this race. It's been a very dicey last lap.
Yeah, that to me looks like one of those Bender rejoins. But these cameras don't really do it justice.
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to see. Probably just needed to go the other direction to get back on the track. Sasia, who's at the pit, yeah, he's going to have a huge damage. And I'm quite surprised that they didn't DNF, to be honest.
Oh, so am I, because my prediction is now completely out the window.
Oh, mate. This race might say hold my beer.
Unless something happens up here with Oxted and Wong. Wong's managed to hold on. It's a good move. Just sitting behind him now. Try and see if he can get the suck up hanging straight. F1 just gets a really good run through Cox. Now gets Beckett's. Yeah.
So smooth through there. Oh, I just didn't know where to put the car. Declan right in the middle. Defending nicely. Les Murdoch's unfortunately desynced vehicle. It's a feature. So let's look at penalties. What is on Beveridge? Yeah, 8 seconds. So one would be for track limits and one was for pit speeding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to drop him.
8th place, probably, yeah. 9-2.
That was well and truly going to be put in the naughty corner.
Oh, for sure. F1 is trying his best to get past Declan. Declan's still got DRS. He's going to defend the inside, try around the outside. Is F1? Wow, that grip. What a move. Take your hat off. Love that.
And still got 91% tank as well.
Declan's switched.
Recovery drive here.
I don't think he's going to have much track. Oh, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Yeah, Tom's 4th, picked up fastest lap. Let's get back up the front a little bit more.
Yeah, not sure what happened to 15, 16 and 17. I saw all 3 of them in the pits and Tom Malone picks up.
I think Sia had nowhere to go but into Pham, and Lim probably was the cause of why Pham was around. Can't see a replay that's confirmed, but they were the 3.
Yep. Whoa, nearly snapped it. So Ethan has got rolled right up his tailpipe now after that little mistake. Can Ethan hang on for a podium? It'll be a fantastic result after last week's 13th. Start this race 3rd, but you're still got to hang on. Got a lot of pace around.
Set another track with a penalty.
He's going to try his patented Irfan around the outside inside. But Declan this time covered it off.
It's a great little battle here too.
Is.
Anyone getting Oprah Winfrey, you will get a penalty vibes here. That's what I'm saying.
It's not even the worst track for it. So many other tracks that you just look at a line and get a pen. Everyone's in the same boat as Ethan's sitting now 4th overall, but 3rd after penalties. As Irfan gets past at Hollingshead. Great little race. So, drive of the day for me. It's got to be 10 up 5, 2.7 seconds up the road and looking for a win. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was a great overcut he did. Just stayed out longer than everyone on the softs, boxed, and look where he is now. Freshest tyres, out 3 seconds ahead, up 5 positions. That was a great strategy play.
Perfect. Holy Jason has just he's pooped a gold nugget there. That was some great evasive driving as a car off. And Steve Martis has been our first DNF just after the pit exit line. I don't know what's happened there, but we do know what the result was, and that is a dead Ferrari. So 2 more DNFs and you'll be right, Tom?
Yep, I will, hopefully, we don't see 2 DNFs, but you never know, stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Certainly has.
Looks like he just lost it on the entry into Abbey there, just swung around, and that car's carrying so much speed through there. That right-hand side wall, it's much closer than you think when you head.
Issues for us again this week. But no, fucking race 1 was an absolute pleasure. We had probably a 6-car battle for probably, I'd say 4 or 5 laps, and it was just close the whole way, clean, no pet, just perfect, really good. Excellent work from the Tier 3 boys.
We had a little bit of action in race 2 as everyone exited the pits. The top 10 all pitted within 3 laps of each other, and they all came out right on top of each other.
A bit muffled, Tom.
Everyone came out right on top of each other. Is it better? Yeah.
Hello.
G'day. Well, I think we're live.
We are live.
So I hope their rash clears up soon. Anyway, g'day everyone. They can guess whose rash it is. But look
Internet.
Look at those conditions.
Wouldn't mind seeing the conditions.
Streams it up. That's because YOLO.
Alright, gents, I'll leave you to it.
Thanks, Ryan. Have a good night, mate. I'll talk to you soon.
Catch you guys next week.
See you later.
Moist. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, YouTube had some throttling issue there.
This is what you love to see.
This sort of weather separates the men from the boys. This is what I like to see. I was praying for this in Tier 3. We didn't get anything, all dry and blue skies, but this is British weather at its best. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully it sticks around for the race.
Hang on a sec. Zachary Smith has said to us, and that's a very interesting line through there, Zach, that he didn't have internet, it won't be back till 11:30. Well, I'm pretty sure that's Zachary Smith on the server.
He's got the old iPhone 4 hotspot out, I reckon. Let's hope that connection stays true. But Yeah, good. Yeah, it's always good if anyone turns up. So good work, Smithy.
Yeah, good work, Smitty, and good work to Smitty's hamsters.
They're pedalling away.
They're smashing it. But last week it did not get a qualifying lap in. Is tonight the night?
Well, I dare say this lap will be invalid. Either way.
Oh, yeah.
After it went through Abbey, one way to start the lap.
It's got 8 minutes.
That's right. You'll see everyone going around probably for a couple of laps on these inters.
Very happy to see a full grid of 20. Nice work, Tier 1.
Yes, we have 2 reserves tonight. Hyunghee Hyang, P3, race 1 race winner. And also got Mitchell Weston making his debut in Tier 1. So good luck to you, gents. Other than that, it's great to see. Hey, Pingu, Linton, yes, we're definitely back. Unfortunately, we had to put the blue tarp up, got the shotgun out and fixed the issue. As Smitty has finally set on qualifying lap in 2021 with a 36.4. Oh, I wonder if these conditions are due for the race.
I would love to see a changeable conditions race. That would be very, very impressive.
I'd love to see it, to be honest. Forrester at the moment is like a pig in shite. 9/10 up. The man's insane. I'll say that. He's better.
Oh dear.
Yes! Welcome back, whatever the you are.
Get your report hammer out, everybody.
Yeah, just report. Gone. Hyunghee has improved to a 35.4. It even faked your comment there, Green. But I won't allow it because that's funny.
We've had Hongi and Smithy both post laps now, and neither of them could beat Dimitri. So that's holding up well, that lap there from Aspect.
I think that's not right. Online strips without clothing. Well, yeah. Look, other questions. If you're not wearing clothing, are you really stripping? I don't think you are. Your whole case is debunked there, Naked.
Don't forget the Naked Pack HD.xyz.
Imagine being that much of a loser. Anyway. Yellow flags. Speaking of losers, Kyle Jackson's up 7/10 at the moment. That is massive. But that doesn't make sense because he's just started a lap. Or did he just improve 7/10?
He just improved 7/10.
Because Smitty's gone P4.
Yeah, so Randell, I think we're sitting in P3, and there's been 3 cars that have dipped him.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, I've also got Jared Ellis making his T1 reserve appearance tonight. And Andre McLeod, P14 at the moment, he's making his season debut. So good things. Last week,
A couple of fresh faces. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's just great to see some more faces. Last week, top 3 were Hyunghee Hyang, Mitch Weatherbird, and Zachary James. So Mitch Weatherbird is out of this race. He wasn't able to make it tonight, and Zach James is currently sitting in P20 without a time. Fucking Zach James, eh?
Ah, there we go. I was waiting for someone to say it.
Sorry, Ogo.
I wasn't going to get it out that early, but I was going to find some time for it. But no, that's very pleasing. There's room for more. Pop out a few more.
Well, yeah. If you watch back Split Red from Thursday night, you will just hear JP going on about fucking Zach James. Fucking Zach James. I think only once he says his name without saying the fucking Zach James as a whole.
We'll try and keep it to a minimum now on stream.
Yeah, I would think we don't need to go too hard on it.
Poor Zach.
Agreed.
Probably won't ever race it again.
Just beating that dead horse. JLS, if you're watching, mate, we love you. That's given us some really good laughs over a couple of weeks. We very much appreciate it.
Get good, Zach James. Can I say that?
Lap down, by the way.
Forrester's back out there. We've got how many minutes left to quality? 3?
I think it's about 3
3.5.
minutes.
Yep.
Sector 1, get out of the way. We'll just see the timer. And it might just stay there. And
Well, I think because there's a... Yeah, that's Heather.
He's out.
So it'll be interesting to see when he disappears and whether that Alpha is coming across together. There we go. So here we go. This will be the last of the flyers.
Nope, that's done.
Oh, he saves it. That's impressive.
Yeah, he ain't saving the lap, though.
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Strafe. We won't put the pressure on him, but this is... Actually, never mind. Just as I went to click on his name, he's gone P4. So great work there, Mr. James. So everyone's got a lap in. They range between 35 flat to 37.1. So a good 2.1 seconds. Oh, Alex Bowen's third. Don't know if we're going to get much more improvement, really. Under the inters, we're not on wet tyres. There's still hope though for the race. I just want to see one race with changing conditions. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for much in life. But I do. But
This is the track for it too, with so many high-speed corners.
yeah. So lots of spins. So we've got minute 14, so if you're still out there, probably in the later half of this lap, you still get another one in if you push.
Oh, Alex being pretty adventurous with his use of curbs here.
Oh, how's he saved that? How's he saved that? So Kyle Jackson just come out on an out lap. I'm not sure why you would bother because I don't think you're going to get it back in.
No, he's just started his lap. We'll grab him out.
Trolled me again. Everyone's on a flyer apparently. I'm going to guess that it doesn't really change.
I'm gonna have a stab and say there's not much improvement out there. Doesn't look like it's the conditions have eased up much.
Wenzel's improved to P18, so he found another 5 tenths. Haas not in the Haas, he's currently 20th. He couldn't race in the earliest slot, so he might have been tier 2, but that man has got a lot of talent. And great to see him having a crack. Yellow flags absolutely everywhere. Marshall's getting practice for the race. So, no, Naomi moves up 1 spot. Zachary Smith, P1, 34.8.
Bang.
Bang. That's what you do when the power's on. Nick Randell is on the other side of the track. He's on a flyer. Or is he? Who knows? I can't tell you this other sheet. Ellis has gone P4. I think that's an improvement. James is finished. Hyang is finished. So last week, Zachary Smith didn't get a lap in qualifying, DNF'd. This week, P1.
Aspect's just come across and improved by, I reckon, 3 thousandths. So he has improved, but not enough to pinch P1 back from Smithy. And as you said, Hongi's done, Ogol done.
Ellis
Aaron Ellis done. Yeah.
That's it. We're done. Oh, sorry, Mitchell Weston. Yep, he's definitely done. He's in the grass. Just saying good day to his fans.
At least he didn't say hello to Barry.
Someone will tonight. All right. Jamie Conboy, how many DNFs do you think we'll see for race 1?
None. 0. Not even a safety car. It'll be just like Tier 3, full of clean racing and respectful overtakes. There will be no safety cars, and I reckon nary a yellow flag.
Woo. Do you want to put some nice coffee on it? You know you want it. I reckon there'll be 1 safety car and 2 DNFs.
How many
that
fridges?
is a fucking big screen.
How many fridges you got?
Oh, all of them.
Nice work, Smithy. P1. Return to form from you after obviously your disappointing qualifying last week. Dimitri Forrester, my man, absolutely on point again this week up in P2. And Hong Yi, our reserve from last week, who really stamped his authority on Bahrain, has plonked himself up there in P3. Ogold P4, Alice P5, Randell, Bowen, Jackson, and Kingston rock out the top 10.
Will we see rain for the start of this doubleheader? We are going to see... We wait with bated breath. The dry start to race 1.
Oh, but it is cloudy.
That hurts me.
We were looking for those changeable conditions. Someone sneak in and get a weather report for us because it's pretty cloudy.
Yeah,
there's a chance.
That's something we've lacked so far is someone telling us what the lobby's weather forecast is. Feel free to write in. Lockbag 9999 Crows Nest, New South Wales. If you know, you know. We'll just fix this up. Boom. I was still going to go with 1 safety car and 2 DNFs. What about you, Tom?
I was going to say, nothing from you, Preach. Put your money out. What's going on?
I'll go the no DNFs, but I'll go VSC.
God.
That's what I'll go with.
Don't go too hard, mate.
That sounds
I reckon
very
there'll be 5 red
difficult.
lights and then it'll go green. That's my prediction.
No, you get no milk for that one.
It's going to be... Hopefully we don't have to wait for 300 hours between... Oh, shit, actually. This has been very quick. Oh, I hope that's not hurting your ears too much because it hurt mine.
Oh, it has too. Generally, you see 2 minutes between drinks, so I hope someone hasn't jumped the gun and
We saw
pushed start, because
about
there'll be
5 minutes of tier 2.
there'll be a very upset lobby there if someone hasn't got their setup ready or something, or someone's ducked off to the loo and they come back and they find the race started.
All right, here we go. Ready to start.
Take us away.
And we are green. There's already been contact. There's an Alpine in the middle of the track. Oh, this isn't a great start. What the hell's going on? I think someone's at the toilet.
We called it. There's generally a 2-minute break between when the race starts and that's... Oh,
Oh, here we go. There's crashes. Give me some ice coffee. Oh, it's an absolute clusterfuck here at Silverstone. And no doubt we'll restart the lobby, but that still counts. I'll have my ice cream and my iced coffee.
No, there's no iced coffee for that. They
What,
have
no
all
iced coffee for 16 DNFs?
purposely DNFs. You don't get to send a message to every driver and say purposely DNF for a fridge full of iced coffee. That's not how that works.
That's how much I love iced coffee, though, but yeah, that was...
They had me going, for a while there.
I know they're crashing on purpose. That was the joke, because that was a joke. So yeah, obviously someone's readied up and they're going to pick up a 5-place grid pen. But congratulations to race 1 race winner, Zach James. Oh, what a cluster.
With a time of 45 seconds.
How about Jerome coming back from P18 to finish on the podium? That's an excellent effort from you, mate.
Oh dear. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm just going to quickly go fix a couple of things while we get the lobby restarted. So hang tight, everyone.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.
Alrighty, looks like we're back and ready to go here for take two of race one for tier one. And we found the culprit that read it up, and they will receive a 5-place grid penalty. If it happens again, they get disqualified from the evening. That's our rule with the reading up buttons. So don't be that guy or girl. Will we still see a dryness to start this race? Pretty sure we will. We roll the dice again.
Yeah, you hate that when you have to go through a lobby restart and you had a dry race and now it's raining. So if the person who caused that is still around, he'll be copping a flack from everyone else. But no, it looks dry again.
We're going to stick to the same bet we did last time. Yep, no worries.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep.
How about you and your VSC? How's that going to work? How do you get a VSC if there's no DNF?
No, you can still get DVCs without DNFs. The spin will cause it.
Very unlikely.
No, we saw it last race. Twice, I think.
All right, well, if that happens, then...
Fine. I'll go VSC and 1 DNF. And it'll be someone causes their own DNF.
No, stick with it. Stick with it. Don't listen. Don't let Jamie pressure you, mate.
Backpedal on it. Yeah. Don't listen to me.
It made me question my choice because he was like, oh, very, very rare that a VSC comes without someone DNFing from it.
Yeah, don't feel pressured. Fuck, what am I doing? Looking for a random result. That's what I wanted. Numbers. Alright, so between race 1 and race 2, we're going to draw that little special Sparko gloves for our patrons. So don't miss a moment of the action here as I actually search for the list ready to spin the wheel. Does anyone else use gloves when they sim race? I know I definitely do.
I started using gloves, but they're nothing special. They're a pair of gardening gloves.
That's all that matters. That's all. Doesn't matter what they are.
But
They sound sexy though.
They have some touch screen pads on them because I used to use my phone as a button box.
Ooh.
So, yes, when I was streaming.
I don't use gloves. What are the strengths?
Saves your wheel. Saves your money.
So it's protecting the wheel. Is that what we're after?
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with grip, and it's not necessarily making you faster, and it's not for immersion.
Nothing to do
You're just
with
trying
nothing
to...
immersion. That I'll talk about it more in a sec as we get ready to go for race 1. Waiting for the 5 red lights. This time it's going to do it again. Every lobby restart, we lose the sound, but this time we don't. Things you like to see for 4,000. We're away. No DNFs to start the race, which is a great start from the race to beforehand. Let's go ball with Alex Bowman. Just throwing in the deep end early on. It's all about tiptoeing around, avoiding each other. Just settling into place. No DRS till lap 3. Good solid start.
You can see a couple of different strategies straight away with a couple of mediums and a couple of softs.
That's it. The only problem with the lobby restart is they... Ooh, fresh out of tyres, and Hong Yi has got sideways and a little bit of a nudge for his trouble. Very hard to avoid though if you're the car behind. And virtual safety car.
Oh.
And look, no fucking DNF. You should have stuck with it. Don't listen to Jamie to convince you otherwise.
You got sucked out of it.
You got sucked in. No, bad luck. I would have paid that one out early, like the sports bet.
Oh. For you.
Well done, Jamie. You've suckered him in.
Got him.
You're mad at his own.
I've got to make my milk back at some point. Ignoring yellow flags, Torterra. Unlucky.
We're waiting for VSC to end. It may never end. It's a feature. Forrest is pitted early, so another strat that we've seen for Tier 2 is being used right here. They've cottoned on.
3 cars, 4, 5 cars of
Oh, look at them all pits! Oh, it's only really works if a few people do it, not half the grid. Oh, wow.
That's
Whoa! That's
a lot of pitting.
That's a
pitted.
lot.
9 cars.
So the reason they're all doing it is obviously because the softs can do the whole 25% race. They could do the whole 13. So everyone started on mediums and or softs and have gone for the massive undercut. But as you said, it's only an undercut if only sort of 1 or 2 people do it. Not if 8 or 9 of them do it.
But a few of them are pitted for mediums. So what are they doing?
Fresh tyres, I guess. But again, it's
They're all fresh tyres. They're all fresh tyres. That's debunked the restart. Anyway, interesting. We'll see how that pays off. 8 cars pitted. Will those on the mediums now cover up those that have pitted already? That's where you kind of have to answer. Whew. This is not a common occurrence for the super sprints. But either way, I don't really mind it. It throws a bit of a spanner.
Haven't we all, Cam Palmer? Yeah, I think Dimitri tried to pit under the VSC, and maybe that was his strat, as Bender said, but the VSC ended basically as soon as he went in. So everyone else followed him and just got boned by it, really. Smithy fastest, 28.0, straight off the bat, bang. He's got Ogold behind him, and he's already pulled out a DRS range of Ogold.
Oh, Bowen
Snap. Yeah, not a bad little save. Nice work, Alex. Doubling up after his race on ACC last night. Did a big endurance race with on Bathurst, so 2 different disciplines.
The track looks wet. Yeah, it's definitely not wet. I know why you think it though. It does look a bit damp, but either way, now Hong Yi Hyang has pitted. He's probably carrying a little bit of damage. No, he's already back out, so I don't think anything was fixed. So no one else pitted lap 2. Big ballsy strategies there. So Forrester, who was leading this race, pitted. Hang on a second. Was Forrester? Where was Forrester in the qualifying?
I think it was second. Smithy.
Okay, so he should have been on
P1.
softs, right? So why has he got softs on now? Can you see my issue?
Yes, I can see your issue.
What is
he
started on?
started on mediums because of the lobby reset?
If he has so, he's going to be DQ'd.
That's a big no-no.
Oh, Ethan Small was nearly Ethan dead. He's saved that somehow. So just to recap, we had a lobby restart. Now, that is death. No, it's not.
The wall.
Oh, Aaron Heather is not having a great time so far in this series. The slowest roll back into the fence. So yes, we had a lobby restart, which means everyone will start on a fresh set of tyres. Now, if you're qualified in the top 10, you must pick the tyre that you qualified on. And they all were on softs. So Forrest is now on the softs after a stop, meaning he's either stuffed up the pit stop or he started the wrong set of tyres. Everyone is looking very squirrely.
So there's a few others in the same scenario. I think Connor qualified P10, and so he's done the same thing. Don't know where Ben Curtis would have qualified, but he's a very fast boy, so he might have been in the top 10. I'm not sure, but so I think there's a few in the same boat. And as you
Might be
said,
able to work it out by positions, gained and lost. That might be the.
Yes, Kingston's
Ben's
down
gone up
6. Yeah,
Ben's gone up too, so he started outside the top 10, so he's all good. Anyway, I'm sure the stewards will have a look at that post-race. But for now, look at Jared Ellis up there in P1 as a fill-in. The fill-in's coming in really strong, both last week and this week. Board with Mark Niemi here, chasing down Connor on his way through Maggots Beckett's and up the hanger straight. Look at the suck. Look at that as he closes up the gap in the space of 200-300 metres. He is tucked in right behind Connor now.
I think we need to stop talking about what tyres they started on because it was wet qualifying.
Oh.
As the Devil Hugh has just pointed out.
Of course! Why aren't they all starting on inches then?
Thank you, Devil.
It's
That,
a great goal.
in that case, why didn't everyone start on mediums then? Oh, wow. We were right until we weren't.
And what we've done there, chat, is we fucked it up.
Yes, we were overthinking. That's how long ago qualifying felt. It feels like we didn't even realise it was wet.
Yeah, I sort of knew something was up because it's okay if one person makes
Even
that
my
error,
game
but
said
if there's
stuff
like
this.
2 or 3, then there's probably something amiss, and Devil's pointed it out for us.
Yeah, my
Goodness
game said.
gracious.
The game said get in the bin. There, she can come back now, game, if you want to. Anytime. There we go. Oh, that's quite funny though. That is quite funny. Oh shit.
Well, I think we're going to see the clips for days on that one. Someone will make an edit of it.
Oh, thanks, Devil. I'm going to see myself out. But yeah,
We're
for
not-
future, if we have a lobby restart and you qualify on dry tyres, you've got to start in those dry tyres if you finish in the tyre at the top 10.
Yep, we're just trying to make that point. I'm not sure why everyone thinks there's confusion.
Oh, don't I feel like a dick.
So what does that do for the strategy then? As you said, Dimitri qualified P2 and pitted immediately. So he's up there on softs and he's climbed up to P5. Ogold has just pitted and put himself on mediums. Now, Smithy, has he pitted as well? I reckon
Yes,
he has. Even
just
though it
did
says
last
0
lap.
laps, yeah,
Last
he
lap.
might have come and pitted. So he'll have to chase down Dimitri on medium tyres. And although Dimitri's on the better tyre, they will start to fade away a little bit. Both of these guys obviously on a really even keel when it comes to pace.
Yeah, so you've got those top 4 yet to pit. Forrester's in the box seat. Oh, it's Very interesting to see if Smith can stay with him, especially for the next probably 3 or 4 laps. As Bowen gets past James, so they're in different tyres, soft V mediums.
So,
because no one started on inters, they're all going to be disqualified.
the softs are well and truly the stronger tyre, but they're only strong if you've got space. If Smithy can stay within DRS, the amount of toe that you can get down the 2 straights is way stronger than the advantage you get from the tyres. So that's all he'll be trying to do. He'll be burning DRS, stay within DRS range of aspect, and hopefully get him when Dimitri's tyres start to go. Torque comes in for his pit stop.
Past them in the Haas, coming out on a fresh set of softs, 7/16. We've seen one fairly large incident that resulted in the lightest touch to the fence, which was Aaron Heather. And look at that.
You can see the advantage you get in the toe. Yeah, this will be interesting if you can... No. Now he's going to come under pressure from Hong Yi, who we know is a very quick man. He's got more battery stored up than Connor does, so he'll be biding his time. He'll want to get a very good exit out of Maggots and Beckett's, and then he'll pinch him up the straight, I reckon. Connor just having a little sniff and letting Mark know he's there. Hong Yi biding his time nicely. Oh, a little bit of a skip there. I don't know whether he hit Connor there.
Oh, there's a bit more visual there.
Okay,
Mark's left the inside open, and Connor will not say no to having a crack. Mark's going to hang on the outside.
2 cars off. 2 cars off a club, by the way.
What was that?
I'll tell you, I think it might have been...
Yeah, Suma's gone into the pits, so that wasn't him.
I think it might have been Weston and Ellis, maybe? I think it was certainly an Aston Martin.
Huang started 6th. What a battle pack. Good pass. Great view here of several drivers going at it. Huang was going to start third, but broke one of our rules in the lobbies.
He's the one who broke the rule.
Yeah, so he fell back 5 positions to 8th. So we're cut out. There's his car taking a very, very wide line there. That's Kyle Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Broken the front right at his wing. Gone. As he goes inside. Bang, another position.
What was Connor not going to defend that position? He just hugged the left-hand side of the track. He thought, nah,
I
he
think
can
it's
have it.
because Naomi did it last lap that he thought he would have it's the safer and faster way around, but definitely not. But
Connor's pretty clever too, though, and with a pretty flat battery, probably knows that Hong Yi's a little bit quicker. So maybe just looking to let Hong Yi go and hope he can stay within DRS and just charge up his battery while he gets that DRS.
What he wants is, he wants Hong Yi to get on the back of Wenzel, so it's a bit of a DRS train.
Just drag him along. Yep.
So this will be the fight for 10th, and we know what 10th is. That's pole position for next race. Yeah, with the F1 cars, track position isn't quite as important as a GT3 until it's the last lap. Because, you want to charge your battery, you want to get into that slip and sort of slingshot yourself. So, recharging, he's actually using his battery right there though. He's conserved for a couple of laps.
That won't be a cut there. No, it is a bit wide there, but I think the game's pretty lenient on that corner. There was a bit of discussion earlier on today that, there'll be a lot of drivers sort of using that to their advantage, but if they go out on track and get an overtake done, or worst comes to worst, they come back on the track, cause a collision, there'll be some severe penalties. So we probably wouldn't get a warning for that one, but just needs to be careful, obviously, if there's other cars around.
So we're saying that Connor's going to be charging his battery, but he's got less battery than he did when he wanted to start charging it. You just got to stop pressing it. Just try and be disciplined for a little bit. Because you're going to have no chance of actually getting a move done later on with this DRS train.
Or defending,
Deckers.
for that matter.
Yeah, or defending, which is pass behind.
Pass to be looking to get past, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Not in the Haas.
Not in the Haas. But he's right up his ass. Anyway, Forrester has lost the position out to Smith.
I was going to say, this comms is all class right now.
Always. Hey, welcome back, Naked HD. Smitty's done very well here to kind of hold off Forrester, his tyres, his DRS, his battery, and the slipstream on weaker tyres. It's a fair effort.
Never mind that. Did we miss the pass? What were we talking about before Dimitri being in box C?
Who knows?
I think Smithy's got past it.
Yeah, he would have had DRS.
So,
Weatherburn
it's a
goes
great effort
through
on
second.
the inferior tyres. It's a great effort. If you think that pit strategy is viable race 1, wait till you see all of them pit lap 1 in race 2. It is much more the strategy in race 2 than it is in pit 1. Sorry, race 1. So,
But if everyone does it, is it an advantage?
no, of course not. But they don't think about that. It's
No.
what they've been practicing all week, and that's what they'll bloody do. Sheep to the flock.
Yeah. I'd be staying out and hoping for a safety car if everyone does it. Because that's the easy
Tell you-
one.
Tell you what, Hong Yi, he will be looking to get this done because this will put him in the box seat for race 2. Here he comes up the inside on the better tyres and the mid-DRS, and he'll get that done really comfortably.
Naked HD, why don't you become a patron? Or even better. No, that's actually the best thing. Or make a donation. You obviously love our broadcast enough, you follow me every day. Get involved. Or join our Discord, or join a race. Or my dad says when I'm trying to borrow his car when I was a kid, fuck off.
Reported for harassment or bullying because they know that I can't get any online strips.
So many decent battles. That train for 9th position now is spicy.
I think that got a car off. Who is it?
Andre McLeod. Just doing his bit for the team here.
Damn.
Hello, Shay Briggs. Absolute pleasure to have you on board, mate. Thanks for subscribing.
You either made the best or worst mistake of your life, as Forrester and Smith continue this battle. This is the penultimate lap.
Tell you what, he's got plenty of battery left. Dimitri, he's got 50%. So he's had a bit of discipline. He'll be saving up. Smithy's got a little bit of a store left for himself as well.
Hong Yi's now up to 9th. He's got past Curtis.
Interesting to see exact James get past Alex Bone here. Those tyres might just be towards the end of their life. Or might have had a drop off.
Ooh, Nick Randell's just walked into a bit of luck here because he is less than 3 seconds away from Jaden, who has just picked up his first 3-second track cut penalty. So he will automatically pick up P5 for that. All he needs to do now is be nice and safe, and he's well and truly clear of Mitch Weston behind him. So nice work, Nick. That's what you get for being patient. 2 more laps of that.
Yeah, Jaden Cheers had the penalty for a little while, so I don't know if that's the second one. Or maybe we can have penalties. Double check. By the way, this battle for 10th for reverse grid pole. Nice and tight.
Could be anyone's here.
Come around to start their final lap.
2 tenths could be the difference here from between starting 1st or 11th. We've got Wenzel, Curtis, Washington, Kingston, Pass. And a big DRS straight. grand prize is a husky, an actual husky. Yep, we've got one here. Oh, has Forrest just got past Smith?
Yes,
Swap
he
for the
has.
lead.
Now, does Smith get him back here with the DRS?
Gonna use all the go-go juice.
Dimitri got a good exit, but look at that. Look how powerful that is.
Whoa!
You can see how strong DRS is down that hanger straight. Smithy made that look very easy. And coming into the last sector now, you'd think he will hold on without any mistakes. Absolutely.
Well done, Zachary Smith,
Point.
P1, Forrester P2, James is going to cross the line, P3, Alex Bowen P4. But we will quickly go down the order here. Who's going to get the reverse grid pole? Wenzel is in the box seat. Washington's just got past Curtis. Curtis, no elbows. Needs elbows. And Washington is going to hang on. No, he's not. It's Wenzel. P10. Big
Nice
feed.
work, mate.
Oh, look at those gaps there for P11.
Excellent close racing again. Really good stuff.
I think Zach James got past Alex Bone on that last lap, probably up the hanger straight into Stowe. Because that was the other way around.
That's very true. So Heather, Jackson and McLeod are going to be the last three. And no safety car, no DNFs. Oh, you absolute idiot, Thomas.
I should have had me balls.
I told you to
should
stick
have
with
used
it.
my balls.
Thank you, boys. I'll
Oh.
take one back. So it
Take-
cost me a couple in Bahrain, but I'm on my way back.
Thomas, big disappointment, mate. I think you owe us both because of that
Yep.
withdrawal of a prediction.
I agree with that.
Jamie, thanks very much for
Much,
for
baby.
making
No
my
worries, mate.
question my decisions.
I didn't. I actually even said, nah, stick
No.
with it. I even helped
No.
you. And nah. Jamie got in your head.
Standard.
Jamie's in my head more often.
Somewhere.
Anyway,
Zach Smith, P1, Forrester P2, Zach James, P3. First lap of the race was Alex Bowen with the 27.7 smack on the nose.
My driver of the day goes to Mitch Weston, who started P14 and has subbed in from Tier 3 last week and jumped up to T1. Have a look at that. P14 to P7. Nice work, mate.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call.
I think Wenzel's drive was very good as well, though. Up from 17th into 10th.
And
Yeah,
now
he'll
going
be
to
very
start
happy.
P1.
And takes reverse grid pole. So I think if you look at from qualifying to maybe the end of the next race, he might be the biggest mover of them all.
Yeah, he definitely was holding his own there with that huge big battle. Curtis Kingston passed, just couldn't get past in the DRS train. It's a husky male, I'm afraid, Moritz. That's a better prize, isn't it? All right, now I'm going to try and figure out this draw. So you guys can talk amongst yourself for a second. I'll be back in one jiffy. Tell them a story, you guys.
You got anything, JC?
Nothing.
We
No,
are
not yet. Reserving judgment, waiting for the weather.
okay. Fair. We were talking earlier in Tier 2. What's your favourite corner or sequence of corners in sim racing?
Maggots and Beckett's. Glad to be here this week. I absolutely froth Maggots and Beckett's. So in these cars especially, the amount of speed that you can carry through those corners is just why we race. It's on the edge. It's beautiful. One mistake, you're out, done. You can cost yourself so much time down the hanger straight by not getting it right. I did notice a massive difference in the cornering for ACC. So it's a bit the same. You've got to keep the same line, but there's a bit more forgiveness, and especially in different sorts of cars where you can use trail braking to your advantage, especially through the last part of it. But in these cars, there's hardly any braking. It's just a bit of, it's so beautiful when you get it right. Yeah, Maggots and Beckett's for me. What about you? Well, I didn't get your answer before. What was yours?
I said all the way from Reed Park through to Skyline at Bathurst. If you can be flat all the way through there, up under the tree, through the left-handers, there's you puck it up on finger, like holding the wheel by fingertips, but if you get it right, it's very rewarding. I can't think of any other places where I think that where I love the sequence. Maggots and Beckett's obviously very nice.
Yep, I like your call. Bathurst is a favourite track of mine, so yeah, that complex gets my. I tell you what, I like Eau Rouge and Radion and all that too, but I'm really bad at that. So I don't know whether that's a McLaren thing. Cam Farmer's going to jump in the chat, tell them the McLaren's just as strong through there as any other car. It's the driver, not the car, and I'm aware of that. Picnic. So it's a big old picnic for me for Spa and Radion, but that's an excellent set of corners. Just the elevation change, and especially in the wet, trying to navigate that. I hear they're changing that. There's going to be some extra runoff or some extra gravel traps added at the top of Eau Rouge. Is that right?
Yeah, from my thinking and from what I've read, I think it's going to be the same as what they've got for like the runoff at Paul Ricard, that really grippy tarmac. I think that's going to be up there rather than having a or is it going to be a gravel trap? I think maybe I got that wrong. Either way, because I want to bring back motorbikes to Spa, so they'll need the gravel runoff.
You got that?
Yep.
Cam, that's probably why I'm a terrible sim racer, is because I never eat breakfast. So
okay.
Maybe I'll go sort that out.
In chat, can you see
we can see that. We can see the
pick item.
Pick winner.
Alrighty, I'm going to hit this draw now button, and whoever gets the name up is going to win a Sparko set of racing gloves. Draw now.
Maurice Wagner. Race that go.
It's Dale Lawson. There we go. Dale Lawson, you've won. Take a ticket. Need the proof. Da, 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 da. So you can see this. Everyone's on there. But Dale Lawson. Actually, show us again.
Enjoy the Sparko gloves, mate. Nice work.
Oh, I want to draw again. I'll give you a packet of organic seaweed teriyaki flavour.
Oh,
hang on a second.
I'd rather that than the gloves. No,
nah, fuck yes, I'm having that one myself.
Can I get a handful of Max's dog biscuits? Can we draw again for that?
All right, this is for a handful of Max's dog biscuits. Adam Cardillo.
So is one of our new members of AV. So I'm going to fucking let him know that's happened. I don't think he'll be watching. I'm going to screenshot that. He's got himself a handful of Max's dog biscuits. Get in there. I don't know if he'll be happy with that or not, but I would be.
Shit. All right, dog biscuits. And this one's for the packet of organic seaweed teriyaki flavour snacks. It is Paul Kranich.
Who was in chat earlier.
He was. He's asking about it. I've got some seaweed crackers for you, Paul. I might do this more often. This is funny as. But it's not funny. Like, I'm actually going to send out dog biscuits because Max will be fuming at me. But I reckon I might snake some for you, Jamie. All right. So that's that done.
Either way, if you're in chat and are enjoying the stream, make sure you like it. So that we could try and get those 100 likes, so that Max gets fed.
A Zinger box.
Yes, the Zinger box draw. Good call, Gibbo. When is that?
Oh,
that'll be next week.
Another one of our new AV members.
This is going to be a Zinger box draw and paid by Jamie Conboy. Bruno Gallo, who doesn't talk to me anymore, so we'll go to someone else. Michael Babb! Michael Babb was in chat! Gorilla, you get a Zinger box. You get a Zinger box.
Either way.
Let's go.
Lobby's up.
Lobby is up. Leave the Patreon link in description. That is a great shout.
Cam Farmer letting the rookies know that they've won some very nice items.
I'll actually show you what Sparko gloves you've won. If I can actually use it, we'll work out how to use a computer. I hope you have smallish hands, is all I'm saying. Not massive. If you've got massive hands, you may need to cut them open, but they're a brand new sealed set. They're about $60. Oh, I should have had second prize as gardening gloves. Opportunity missed.
Yeah. I will 100% vouch for the gardening gloves.
Would you give them up? Would you give up your gardening gloves, Preach? Because I don't want the gardening gloves unless they've got your sweat in them to make me quicker.
Oh, that's a big call. It's a big
Come
I
on,
will
put them
give
up.
them up. I will give them up.
Yes.
Here we go. Freshly worn.
So I'm
Slightly
paying out for
torn.
Zinger boxes. Preach is paying out his gardening gloves. It's all happening.
Just for the team at OR. There we go.
Can I enter my own draw then? I want those gloves.
You can enter your own draw.
Right, I'm going to find these gloves and quickly put them up before we start this race. I can't fucking find them. No, you just have to pretend they exist.
You go to Bunnings, you can find the gloves that I have.
It's because I'm going to actual racing gloves. That'll do it. There we go. Hyper grips. Actually, $54 euros. They're a decent set of gloves.
Is it just me? I can't see him on stream.
That's because they're not on the stream. There's a link there. Click it.
Oh, show me up. Oh, okay, right.
So Hyper Grip Plus, as they are. You're coming at you very soon, Dale Lawson. Congratulations, Adam Cardillo, who's picked up a handful of Max's dog biscuits.
He wants to swap them for the gloves.
That's
But we're not-
I don't blame him, to be honest.
Right. We'll get back to this.
All right, here we go.
4 lights, 5 lights, and they're off. AWS trolling us again. Robert Wenzel start on pole. Hong Yi-Wang alongside him. They're going to go side by side into Abbey. Hong Yi-Yang gets the start. There's ball going on back here.
A bit of a touch. But reasonably clean, not a bad start. A little bit of smoke, a little bit of locking of brakes. It'll come through. Will they get into single file now? And there's still a couple, 2 or 3 wide. Old Suma's been mugged on the start, and Hong Yi has jumped up to P1 already. And then Suma's dropped out to P3. Couple of movers, couple of shakers. Smithy making his moves. He's up to P7 now. And he's left Dimitri behind in P10.
Solid start.
Yeah, clean, safe. Going double or nothing on the safety car.
I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to jinx it by saying this. But we haven't seen a safety, a DNF all night. Or a safety car.
Nothing in tier 2 either, was there? Right.
No, there was one, wasn't there? There was one.
We've got a DQ.
Oh, it's DSQ, that's right.
There's the pit stops. Oh, yellow flag. That could have been pit entry to someone. Oh, he doesn't even want to show me. Fuck you then. I'm pretty sure they just came together at the pit entry.
I have to save.
Oh, that's a send. Oh, it's a kiss.
Oh,
That's a... Oh, Zachary spins around!
he's round. Oh dear.
Oh, it's unfortunate for our race winner.
Yep. Yep, not wrong. Got off to a good start. He picked up a couple of spots in the first lap, but finds himself back in P18, just in front of Alex Bowen and Dimitri Forrester, so no one's had a good start back there. Dimitri and...
He's on medium, so he's got that option now of pitting straight away. Check on some softs, some clean air. Race by himself a little bit. He's moved up the most 10 positions. Kyle Jackson from the start.
Bang, he's got his zing on.
Holy
P20 to P10. How about that?
We might have Nemi here too. Oh no, just pulls back in behind. Nemi goes for pits.
James, Naomi, Yongyi's gone 28.4.
I think we'll see the same as last week. Hong Yi out there with his clean air. He's just going to go bang, bang, bang. And we're going to see a couple of purple laps here from that man, and he'll pull away. There'll be a battle for P2 behind him.
And as expected, Zachary Smith's in the pits.
Obviously the teammates, Zach James and Connor Kingston, were line astern. So it looks like Zach James pitted first.
Jeremy with an easy move up the inside of Connor there. And Kyle Jackson having a little look as well. He's not done with his 10 spots on P1. He's having another go. Connor won't be giving that up very easy.
Man
but on the
possessed.
soft tyres around the outside from Jackson. Wow.
Woo-hoo. Holy smokes. He's on fire.
He is firing along. Love it.
13 posies are now looking down the barrel of a fourth one. He's got the different strat though. He's got the softs. And he's loving it. He's loving life.
It's in the suck here at DRS.
Jesus. Just like that.
14 positions in 3 laps.
Kyle Jackson, take your hat off. Randall's pitted. Sorry, Kingston's pitted. If you're in the box. 28.3 there for Kyle Jackson. Through traffic. And if you want to know what the strat that people are going with, then it's pretty obvious that starting on softs here is what the majority have done. Maybe they weren't paying attention for race 1. Such clean racing so far tonight. 9 more laps and we may have a full round of no safety cars and no DNFs. That's not something I would have predicted at the start of the season, especially after Bahrain.
If I had balls, I might have got paid out double. Just seeing 1 VSC.
So does this take us back to square, Mull? If this ends as it is now with
Oh,
no
we got.
DNFs, no safety
Are we
cars,
doing the bet again?
Sure. You said at the start we're doing it again, and I said you're
Did
wrong.
I?
Said,
Did
yes,
I?
you did. I'll replay it. Don't you worry. You said we're having this again, and I said yes. Without hesitation, I said yes.
No
So
worries.
I'll run it back, and this will take us back to 0. We'll be level pegging. That's a nice little move from Torterra.
I don't condone violence in these races, but tonight I'll accept one. I want me iced coffee. No, keep it up. I would love to see no safety cars, no DNFs. Because at Imola next week, you can guarantee that the opposite will happen.
Where are we next week, by the way? What's
Imola.
Imola. Oh, new track for
I
everyone.
literally just said next week at Imola.
I only heard next week.
We're both not listening. We're on fire, aren't we, Joe?
I'll tell you what, next week at Imola, with a track that no one's ever driven on, unless it's like time trial or whatnot, there's gonna be some DNFs and safety cars there, I would think. So I'm not even willing to put the milk on next week.
No, you are, mate. Not you.
No, not on DNFs and safety cars. We'll have a slap on something else.
We'll see. Western yellow flag, sector 1.
It's Kyle Jackson, is it?
Pass
Drone
and
pass?
Haas.
Yeah, pass.
Passing the non-Haas. Spitty, he's going back in around now, so no safety car. I wait with bated breath. Train here for those that have pitted. Alex Bowen leads the way for those that have. Good night, 6-year-old. Oh, there's a car around. It is a Haas. It is Nick Randall. Gets it going again.
His back tyre's going to be cooking though.
Oh, they're teasing me, aren't they? Oh, here we go. Zachary James went wide.
Oh, goal. That's an interesting line. Jaden Shea looking to make a move up the inside after the mistake from O'Gold.
Oh, there's a touch! Jaden Shea's around!
Well for him.
Stop teasing me with these possible safety cars, you prick!
His tyres are still well and truly on his car, so play on.
Is damage even on? Come on, is it not even on full? DNF, alright, yes! Get in there! Mitchell Weston. At home here at Tier 1. All these
Isn't
cars
he ever?
spinning. Sector 2! Do we have it? And the DNF! Come on! Yes! I've just thrown my fucking headset!
Aaron, what are you doing to me?
Oh no, I've broken my headset!
After your week last week at Bahrain, and you managed to bring it home, this week you've let me down, Aaron Heather. Goodness gracious, what have you done? I'm coming up to you, mate. Aaron Heather, I'm coming to you.
This is going to be very interesting because we've obviously got 8 cars that haven't stopped yet, so they're all going to duck into the pits, you would think.
Oh jeez, it's hard to commentate with this massive erection. Oh, careful, you can't overtake the safety car.
Diabols knows the rules better than anyone, so
He's taking out the board on purpose. He's taking out the speed limit board. So here we
like
go.
Berg.
So,
Berg, when you watch it back, sorry Thomas. When you watch it back, Berg, I'm not laughing at you or celebrating your death. It's
yes, he is.
I won a nice coffee from it.
He didn't care who it was.
3-1. Tom, you'd be on it, mate. Jamie wouldn't be on shit if you actually backed yourself in, Thomas.
There we go. So
Spicy.
Hongyi Wang has managed to hold on to P1. That's what's happened here. So even after the stops, he's held on. We've got Zach Smith and Weatherburn who are doing... Oh no, hang on. That's in laps. Disregard. But I think I did see... Who was it? I think it was Bone, maybe, who boxed...
We've all been there, Berg.
I'm coming for you, Berg. You've let me down, mate. Goodness gracious, you owe me a slab of milk that I can on forward. How did you manage? I need to know where it was. How did you manage to DNF on a track with walls 20 metres away from the road?
I love you, Berg.
Yep. I think it was the exit of Luffield. That's where I saw him stop.
He DNF'd at the entrance to my heart.
Can we just go to the stops for a second whilst we're starting a safety car?
Bloody oath we can.
Because I think Alex Bone and Jerome Pass have both stopped again. Alex Bone has obviously stopped for some, and you said a softs, Pass as well. But that stop from Bone was an interesting call.
Yeah. Do you reckon he was like in this necessity? Maybe he's got a little bit of damage.
I wouldn't know, but
He was in a good position, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was leader of the cars that had stopped. So I would have.
I reckon there was
stayed out.
significant damage.
He would have been where Mark Nemi is in 8th, if not higher.
Oh, overtake over. Oh, Mitchell Weston's pitted. That's a bold strat. Again, maybe he's got some issues there with
Maybe you realise that we're going to go around for another lap on a safety car and it's going to go put the softs on.
Yeah, but again, you've cost yourself all that track position.
4 laps. It's got to have damage. It's got to have damage.
Surely you would think there's
New
something.
wing. There you go.
The wing looks...
Yeah,
no,
there you go.
come on, yeah, shut up.
Yep,
Right.
yep, we're just going to overlay another wing. Take one off. Car's had 3 wings on it.
Yeah, so I reckon Bowen, Pass and Weston at some stage have just got a little bit of wing damage. It was pretty hectic at the start of this race. But As we saw with Kyle Jackson, who sliced his way through the field for 14 positions in 2 laps. Bowen's definitely got the talent to do similar. And on a fresh set of softs. Who's in the box seat, do you reckon? Other than Hong Yi.
I think that's all I can call.
Forrester and James are going to be pretty quick with those softs, but as we saw last race, it didn't really help the person that was battling with Smith. Which was Forrester.
Yeah, the toe just being too strong, which leads me to believe the man on screen, just quietly. Jeremy's a little out of position here, and I think he's got fresh tyres. So, as you said, other than Hong Yi, I reckon Jeremy he'll be pushing for P2 in my book. Dimitri behind him will be putting him under pressure. But yeah, 5-lap-old softs, not sure if he'll be in a position to get much done.
Safety car in this lap.
What else we got? Direwolves will be liking his very fresh softs. He'll be looking to go from P10 and move up as far as he can. Maybe P5, P6 on the card for him. Ben Curtis in P10 and Jeremy Washington in P4, my biggest movers. 5 laps to go. Tell you what, you couldn't ask for a more exciting set of races. We've been blessed tonight.
He's away.
Hangs off.
We resume this race here at Silverstone. Great little start there by
Wang has
Jared
left
Ellis. Sector
Wang
3
has
yellow.
left them.
Nice little start there from Jared. As I said, he got a good start. He's gone a bit wide there. He's left the door. It's going to be close. And Suma's been mowed.
Everyone's
Yellow flag, we have a round. It is a white car. It would be Randell.
Yeah, Jared did get a really good start. And Jeremy will have the inside line and see he's got one as well. And now Dimitri having a look as
McLaren's
well.
off.
And Suma's just got to close the door at some stage or the fly's going to get in.
Naomi is also lost out a lot of positions there, so a few big gaps opening up mid-pack.
Hong Yi's absolutely gapped them. That's a
Yeah,
great
he got
restart.
a great restart. Yep, he was almost a second clear by the time they got to turn 1.
Expect that though. These guys have been swapping positions. There's a drop from 2nd to 4th. Forrest is going to be having a look.
Both giving each other space. Nice work. Suma with the inside line now down into. Oh, it's going to be close again. Oh, he's lost
Zach
out.
James just pounces.
Didn't he ever?
Absolutely mugged Wenzel. So he's down from 2nd to 6th. In the space of this first lap. Nick Randall speeding in pits. It goes from bad to worse for him. Kyle Jackson, our man who moved up 14 spots within the first 2 laps. He's also in the pits. So he's out as well. It's a nice healthy battle here for what would be 13th.
Quite a lot of yellow flags in this second half of this race. This Kingston's have a 3-second penalty.
Ooh, Jared's picked up a penalty at some point there too. So Jeremy in provisional P2. And Dieball's also looking pretty sharp in provisional P7.
And he shakes. Roberto Di Jacques.
Just 3 laps to go now. A lot of these drivers sitting on probably 2 warnings, looking to keep it within the boundaries. Very easy to pick up a track cut here. Very easy to run wide there. Very easy to get it wrong through Maggots and Beckett's, pick one up there. So a couple of them will be sitting on 2 warnings and just treading on thin ice. And with everyone so close after the safety car, it's amazing how many spots you will drop with just a single 3-second penalty.
I wish after a safety car restart that it didn't take another 2 laps to activate DRS. Just kick it off straight away. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Especially when the race is only 13 laps. 4 of those laps haven't been activated. It's just bit dumb. Big dumb.
I guess you can sort of understand the reasoning for it in real life, the safety aspect of it, but maybe an option within the game would be pretty cool.
I don't even understand it in real life, to be honest. I know maybe they're thinking tyre temps, but it's not really an excuse for lap 1 or 2. The cars are safe, they're good drivers. Just take it easier. DRS is really designed for straights anyway.
Do you think we have too much DRS? Do you think it's too effective?
Yeah, I think we've got enough, but we know what the issues are with the cars, and that's dirty air. Hopefully they rectify that with the new mods and regs that are coming next year. Very excited for. Oh, just a little bit of grass there, but makes it work. 27.6 there, Hyang. Washington up to P3. Or he's holding off Forrester to P3.
Yeah, holding off Forrester at the moment. This battle's nice and tight. Two different tyres. How long has Forrester been on those? Quite a while.
Yep, yeah, good call.
But 2 of those laps, 3 of those laps are a safety car, so they won't be quite as bad as you think.
Zach James is going to look to pounce on these two as well. 1 lap younger to Forrester on those softs.
Kyle Jackson.
He's flying. He's having a cracker of a race.
He has, except the position-wise has haven't been up his sleeve. 18th here.
At the moment, it's still a gain of 2 positions. It's not bad. Cloud was off at top there. More weaving up the straight, trying to break the toe.
Oh, the lap as well. Zach James picks up a 3 seconds.
There it is. Unlucky goal. But again, I think Dimitri will be in the same boat, and Jeremy in front of him too. They'll be sitting on 2. So the thing now is, Ogold's got another 3 warnings up his sleeve, whereas the others don't. They will still be treading on thin ice if they are on 2 warnings. Ogold has now got the leash off, and he'll be looking to push in this last lap. As you see, close right up behind Dimitri here. Oh, speeding in the pit lane. I hate to see that. Ogold will have the shackles off now. He'll be pushing all the limits while these 2 in front. He's really hoping Dimitri pushes Jeremy around a little bit here, and they cost each other a bit of time. As he does go up the inside of Dimitri, and there's a little bit of contact, but they get away with it.
Oh, that's tight. Jack James, he doesn't want to push too hard. Sector 2 yellow. So many yellows this race. He's got the pen.
Is that Kojaki around? He is.
It is. At the moment it'll be Hyang finishing P1. Ellis will jump off the back here. They're trying, they're wiggling, they're wobbling. Ellis has just been absolutely murdered. And literally murdered. Gone. Oh, and he has to wait. Absolutely. They're 3 wide. What were they expecting? As Dimitri Forrester goes bang.
Just bring it home.
James across the line, 3rd. Finish dropped down to 4th. Zach James dropped down to 5th. 6th. He's falling like a deck of cards. That was a yucky last section of this race.
Ogold took the gloves off in that last lap, did he ever? And drops down to P6 for it. Jeremy washing up to P2, nice work. Hongi P1, dominant again. Dimitri P3, nice work, mate. And Smithy P4, recovering from a reasonably poor start for him. So a couple of big movers up there, actually. Poor old Jared. Poor old Jared on that last lap. Goodness gracious.
About to finish 2nd, finishes 13th.
He will be flat out moulding in whatever chat he's in after this race.
That absolutely sucks for Kyle Jackson, though. I was saying that he made up, you know, halfway through lap 1, he was up 10 spots, ended up making up 14 spots before he pitted, and and it ended up in 16th. Very good drive at the start, not ideal at the end. Last car across the line.
What a banger. Great racing, everyone.
I would have loved to have watched that replay like we do in ACC as during watching Mix Up Drive today. Just that 3 wide, then to hang her straight. Something had to give, and unfortunately it was the man in the middle. And Hyung Yi picks up his 2nd win for 2021.
He hasn't got the phone out this week, Hyung Yi. He had the phone out last week, so he's changing celebration between the 2 weeks.
I'm glad he's put it away.
He's put the phone away.
Absolutely mugged indeed.
Nice work, mate. Happy to have you in the Alpha Tauri seat. That'll be some points in the bag for us.
So there we have it.
Still a reserve.
Hyung, he's exactly his reserve. He's done well. Hyung P1, Washington P2, Forrester P3, Smith, Bowen, James, Curtis, Wenzel, Small, and Weston. Weston's had a great debut here in Tier 1. Scroll down. Our only DNF for the day. It won me a nice coffee, but you don't like to see it. Aaron Heather. And our only safety car as well. McLeod, Randall, Pass, Jackson, all in the thick of the action, but just some great racing overall. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, quality tonight. Really exciting.
Yep. Connor Jackson is moulding in chat.
Connor Jackson? Connor Jackson, that's going to stick.
Connor Kingston.
I think is what you were trying to get there.
You just moulded a couple of people together. I don't think they've consented to that, but...
No, he's moulding in chat. But anyway, that was a very, very impressive night of racing.
Next week, we're off to Imola for another sprint round, which is a normal 50% race.
So, where are we going next week?
Fuck's sake. Get out of here, you twat. After that, we've got Monza, which is a super sprint. Then we're off to Singapore. And then our first endurance race for F1 as we head to Canada, which is the first half of the season. So make sure you tune in next week. We've also got a mixed bag of streams next week as we wait for the first week of ACC Sprints Finals. So there's North America will have their sprint finals, and Europe will be re-hosting one of their races from round 5. So keep an eye out on that, and we'll be in touch soon. Thanks, commentators, joining me tonight.
Always a pleasure, mate. Thank you very much. Nice work, Tom. Thank you very much, chat. Love you. Bye.
Yep, thank you very much, everyone. Have a good week, and we'll catch you next weekend.
See you, team. Bye-bye.